my goodness. How does it feel to have won the very first America's Got Talent competition?
It's actually
You're the OG. You're the real deal.
It's surreal to me even like today, because I was only 11 at the time, so it didn't even sink in for years. So I'm still like processing
11 years old.
Yeah.
Your voice is magnificent. It really is.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you remember that feeling? I mean, being 11 years old up on that big stage in front of Simon Cowell and the world.
Yeah, I remember I was super nervous, and I actually didn't think that I was going to win. And then Regis ended up calling my name, and I just could not believe it. I was really, really in shock.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How did your life change when you won?
Well, my life changed a lot. I was traveling. I got to see so many different places, like all around the world, that I wouldn't have been able to see without that experience. And I traveled to the UK. I went to Germany.
Those hands.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Oh yeah, I went on tour, and it's been a long journey. I noticed after a long time that my voice kept giving me more and more issues from like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and honestly, it probably went on far too long before I went and I actually got help. When I got older, it's when you started seeing that like these major celebrities, and you heard about them getting vocal surgery and cutting their tours short, and that's when I finally started hearing from people like, you know, you've been dealing with this for so long. And I was on the verge of giving up, you know, when I was about 18 years old. I was like, for me, it's not worth it if it's not going to be fun anymore. So I was going to stop. But then I finally took some advice. I was like, wow, you can go to an ENT, you can look at your own voice. That's crazy.
Right.
So I went in, and that's when I found out that my vocal cord was paralyzed.
Wow.
And I walked out just completely in tears. I was crying. I was at the doctor's office actually by myself. So it was really hard. I did not expect that. And he said that I was going to have to get vocal surgery. And with vocal surgery, you know, there's a chance that you may never be able to sing again.
Right.
And you know, the paralyzed vocal cord actually came from a virus that I guess I had. That's that's how it happened. So I mean, there was no preventing that, nothing I could have done. So for a while, I was extremely upset about the vocal surgery, but 3 months I came around to it, and I was like, wow, I can actually, this is like a new beginning for me. I can actually go through with this. I'm already at my lowest low. I have nothing to lose at this point. I can't sing the way I want to sing. I'm completely uncomfortable. I'm about to give up. Let me just do it. I can actually just finally stop blaming myself. It's not my fault, and I can just start a new beginning. Yeah.
And it's multiple surgeries, right? Was it?
Yeah, so I had to get the first vocal surgery for vocal paralysis, and I went in for a checkup about a year and a half later, and I found out I had blood vessels all over my vocal cords.
Wow.
Which is a genetic thing that happened. They were there during the first checkup, but he said it didn't seem like it was going to be an issue. And I just felt like, I feel like, is this like a sign I'm not supposed to be singing? But in the end, I realized that I feel like it's a sign of strength, and like I had to like prove that. Yeah.
Definitely. And it's a good thing you were going to the doctor.
Yeah.
You know, because it could have definitely gotten worse.
I mean, I wish I would have gone sooner, but I feel like things happen at a very specific time, and if it had happened, you know, a couple years before, or if I had just found out about my vocal paralysis early on, maybe I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I needed to learn to be where I am today.
Absolutely. When were you asked to come back and perform at America's Got Talent?
They asked me last year. And I was really nervous because I was only about a year out of vocal surgery recovery. And it was really hard. I mean, you have to go through so much recovery. I had to literally, like after the surgery, you can't talk.
How long is the recovery for?
It takes a total of 2 years to fully get your full voice and range back.
So you're on vocal rest?
Yeah, you can't talk at all.
You can't speak.
No, I had to speak through literally writing in a journal and texting my friends, family members. Can you get me some water?
And what is the process? You have to warm up your vocal cords to get to
yeah,
that
so
point,
then you have to go to speech therapy, and I went to speech therapy for months to relearn how to talk. Wow. I was like, you know what? This is like, I had to go through 2 vocal surgeries. I had to end up getting a stomach surgery a month after the second vocal surgery for GERD disease. So I had acid reflux disease, which was burning my esophagus at the same time.
Because of the surgery? Because of the vocal surgery? Or is that
no,
unrelated?
it's completely different. But I had to get that done, and I was like, you know what? This is a new beginning. I'm gonna go like full force into this, put all my strength, all my energy into this, and I was able to recover a lot faster than a lot of people do.
Absolutely.
What was it like performing in front of Simon Cowell?
Again.
I was really nervous. I mean, I performed for him when I was younger, and he worked with me a lot after AGT the first time around. And when he stood up and he was like, you know, that right there was a moment. And I was just like, oh my goodness. For me, that was like all the validation I needed for like, I felt like I had made like a full circle at that point. You know, I sang for this person when I was 11. And now singing again after all these hardships and all these surgeries, to sing for him again and to hear that, it was just everything I needed to know that this is just happening at all the right time. And I didn't know it before, but I know it now.
And you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Talk about the song that you performed when you went back to AGT.
So I sang the song Say Something by A Great Big World. And for me, a lot of people know that song as being like a relationship song. And for me, I actually read through the lyrics and I was like, this is the song for me. I can feel it. I have a different interpretation of it. And for me, I made an Instagram post about it actually where I talked about it. And I was telling everybody that for me, I was singing this song to the music industry and basically singing this song to music itself. And, you know, say something, I'm giving up on you. Like, I was seriously going to give up on singing. And then finally, I just felt like I made that full circle, having the vocal surgeries, and it was a new beginning. And for me, Say Something was like me singing my comeback song and singing it towards music. Like, I would have followed it anywhere. I would have done anything for it. And now I'm saying something now.
Yes, you are.
Love that.